Hey y'all, welcome to week 3, day 5. Today we have a really fun topic, which is the importance of cheat meals and meal planning and meal prepping, which I know those two don't really go together, but you're going to understand shortly why exactly I'm going to talk about them all. As I've been saying throughout this whole process, that this is not a diet. This is a lifestyle change. So you gotta accept the fact that every day you're going to come across foods that you're trying to not eat. It's reality. It's gonna happen. And you have to understand that it will be hard to continue to say no, and eventually you're gonna give in. And you have to know this. Listen to me. That's okay. If you have a cheat, it's gonna be okay. Just realize that you need to make that change. Don't beat yourself up like I used to do, because that's going to make it even worse. And then just be better the next day. That's what I really encourage you to do. Filling your mind with negative thoughts is not what God wants us to do. So if you make a mistake and you have a cheat, just be better tomorrow again. So if you have a bad day, like sometimes I do, and I'm craving cupcakes, which is my number one weakness, just have a little bit of it. Take a taste of it. Take a bite of it. So that way your craving goes away. Because if you don't do it, then when you come across it finally and allow yourself to eat it, then you're going to overindulge. Which, believe me, I have done that before. Actually, a couple weeks ago I did. I went to Chili's with a friend, and I have been eating very clean because I'm doing this challenge with you. And we decided to get dessert. And I was like, oh, no big deal. I'll be fine. Like, I'm only having this once a week. It'll be great. And I basically overindulged, ate like the whole dessert by myself, and I felt so sick the next day. I felt like I had a hangover, and I don't even drink anymore. So that was like the worst feeling ever. And I say that to you to make you realize that I want you to learn from my mistakes. I did that because I do not allow myself during the week to have a little bit of a piece of dark chocolate or have a bite of a piece of fruit that I maybe thought that I shouldn't eat. It's important to do a little bit at a time and not deprive yourself, because it is a lifestyle change. This isn't something that we're going to just stop doing. It's not some fad diet. So it's going to be the rest of your life. And eventually you're going to be like I was, and you're going to be at the point where your favorite foods don't even taste good anymore. Granted, that dessert did taste good, so that was probably not a good example. But there's been times where I've eaten Doritos, which I used to love. Can't stand them now. I used to love fried food like calamari. Can't stand it anymore. I got sick when I ate it and was actually upset because I used to love it so much. So what I encourage you to do is make plans for your cheat meal and have something to look forward to for the week. And we all have things that we look forward to, like date nights or hanging out with friends or movies. So just make sure that you make this work for you as well, like something like that. And just know that all week, your hard work that you're doing is going to prepare you and make it worth it to have that cheat meal. And when you have it, don't feel guilty because I've done that before. Sometimes I still do that, and it's hard because, again, our mind, we can put these toxic thoughts in our mind, which is not what God wants us to do. We have to remind ourselves of how God thinks about us, and that's what we have to take the toxic thoughts out and replace them with the positive thoughts. So don't beat yourself up if you have a cheat meal. Don't feel guilty. It's okay. You have to do it. We have to live a little, right? So I really just encourage you to make a plan each week to do a cheat meal. Last week, my cheat meal was probably not even a cheat meal. It was pecan encrusted salmon that I made at home with my mom. And we also made some quinoa with avocado and zucchini, and it was like a pesto type sauce. And then we made vegan chocolate chip cookies for dessert. And I didn't feel sick after eating that, although it wasn't something that I would typically eat during the week. So make it fun like that. Spend some time with your family or your husband or wife or whatever, and make it an enjoyable experience because you deserve it. I'm so proud of all your hard work Believe me, I know how much of a struggle it can be. I've been there. I still go through it all the time. So I'm so proud of you for getting to this point and for all your hard work. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.